please, for the love of Christ and everything holy, son, stay. No storms today. For the love of Christ, please. I need to test like camera stuff, which is geeky YouTuber shit, I know, but I'd like to be able to get out of the damn house today for a little bit. So we'll talk about a box of goodies that I got. So there's a company that you've all heard of. You probably heard of RICKRAK. I'm sure you've heard of RICKRAK. They're a big bike parts seller, reseller, distributor, and they make a bunch of their own stuff too. I bought a bunch of stuff from them. As a matter of fact, the CVO Custom Dynamics taillights that are in the wife's CVO Road Glide here, RICKRAK put in during Sturgis 19. I was there, they had them. I was excited, and there you go. So they put that on. They did my Paul Yaffe license plate delete thing that's in the back of that bike. You know, a couple of things while I was there. Anyway, talked to them recently, and they sent me a box of goodies to get me ready for the rally, and a couple of things that from my videos they just knew I would like. I'll show you in a second, but they sent me their Saddleback Gun Holster. Very cool. They sent me a couple camera mounts. Oh, it's already on there. I suck at this. But I'm gonna mess with that a little bit because I just like threw it on the bar, on the handlebar. And they sent me the magnet for the gas cap. They sent me a couple little things. So I'm gonna shut off here, and then we'll go back through what they sent and what it included. There's a bunch of stuff in that box, so hang on. So much goodness. So first thing that was in the package of goodies was a product they made forever that I think is really cool, the gas cap keeper. It's just a little magnetic puck that's adhesive on one side. You stick it to your black plastic gas cap out of like your Ultra, and that when you open the gas door, take off your gas cap, you can stick it to the tank, you can stick it, you know, whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. So that's really cool, rubber mounted magnet, so it doesn't scratch anything on your bike and you don't lose your cap and drop it on it. How many times have you done that? You're trying to refill up from the bike, reaching over, gas cap hits the ground, now you gotta get off the bike. You know that one. So that's pretty slick. I like that product. I've seen that one before and like it. It's not very expensive, but I'll put links to all this stuff below. They're sort of the OG of the don't let your saddlebags fall off your bike, that thing, the SureKlik. So they've made these forever. And when they first said they were gonna send these, I'm like, oh man, I've got those nice revolver bolts that a buddy sent. But I might run these because just the quality of the machining and stuff. So what this is, let me back up a little bit. Some of you have been riding Harley dressers for a long time. Remember the old push pin click? You know, it was basically a pin with two teeth on it, and you just stuck it in through the bag into the receiver, and you clicked it once, and there you go. That was your pin that held your saddlebag on. Well, those were not so much good as they were bad, and they would wear out, fall out, and your bag would fall off your bike. This stuff happened a lot. As a matter of fact, a good buddy of mine he had a CVO, I still has it. He has a CVO, what year is his? It's a CVO Road King. Bag fell off his bike and almost hit one of the brothers rolling down the highway. So that stuff happens for real if you have the old push clicks. And what these do is you replace the receiver that's in there with their little receiver jobby niner. And then you've got, you know, rubber washers, and there's a metal sort of captive washer on here. And when these go in, the metal washer here has little divots in it, and the actual thumb screw has divots in it, and when they come in contact, they start clicking as you go around. So what that does is locks your bags on, they ain't coming off. So those are really cool, and I am gonna run those. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out my revolver ones. The revolver ones that were gifts are very cool looking, and they're very sharp on the backside, and there's a rubber grommet there, and that's how they secure. What they intend to do with those really cool, you know, for looks, you know, revolver bolts is that that you don't take your bags on and off very often. You guys know me, I'm screwing my bike all the time. And what happened was, as you tighten those revolver bolts, the sharp edges in the back that hold them still is just eating the rubber grommet. I mean, like, there's not much of it left. Thankfully, I still have a set of rubber grommets over there. It's just eating those up. But I'm gonna use those. 3 out of 4 of them I'm gonna use, because one of them, you know, my holster they sent me. So RICKRAK makes their own gun holster. I mean, makes their own. It's actually stamped, says RICKRAK on it. They're not a dealer of these parts. They're the manufacturer, designer, I'd imagine patent holder, I don't know. So they actually make the SureKliks. That's their product. They make the gas cap keeper, and they make this gun holster. This is medium size. They have other sizes. Essentially what you're going to do here is you're going to take out one of your either your SureKliks or your whatever you're using, your factory thumb bolt, whatever. You stick that on over the hole, and then you have a nice big washer and an Allen bolt, and it's going to bolt in there nice and snug with a lock washer on the Allen bolt. So this is not quick release because you don't want a gun holster to be quick release. I mean, technically, I'm not going to say it because they'll be like, "What are you saying?" Technically, you could probably use your thumb. But so this is the right size. I've already checked it. This is perfect for my Glock 43 and my Taurus G3C. Both fit in here perfectly. The only thing you might have an issue with is I bet a 1911 would fit in there too. But anyway, so this is medium size and it fits most things. So if you carry a Desert Eagle, maybe you need a large. But I'm gonna put that on the bike. As you guys know, I do not carry a firearm on my person while underway. Why? Because if you have an accident or something like that, the pistol is now unpoliced and it's off in a ditch and things can go bad. That's my opinion. You can have a different one, you can just be wrong. Anyway, the last thing, and I'm really freaking excited about this, is their camera mount. Now, I'm not even, this is all sitting right here, but this kit, I mean, like, look this. This is what was in the, I mean, look at all the stuff. Because this is like anything you want to do with your camera, you can do it. As a matter of fact, this technically, you could use, you know, you could get 2 cameras out of this kit. I'll put a link. This is a kit of, this is a sort of several of their products put together into one package. This guy is my favorite so far. This is the clamp. So I'm just gonna clamp that on my handlebars, like so, and then whoop, and then you got a 360 ball joint up here that you can flip it around a bunch of different ways and angles and stuff. That's what I'm gonna use during Sturgis, is this is gonna be up on my handlebar, and that way when we stop, I can just quickly pop that off and throw it in the tour pack, lock it up, take it off. This actually unscrews quickly, so I could take the camera off and leave it on there. That'll be cool actually, because this just spins off. So I can just carry the camera around with this still attached to it, spin it on when I get back to the bike. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, because I'm always worried about, I don't want to futz with stuff when I'm there. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff to do and see and have a good time at. So you don't want it to be a chore. An activity trap, as they say in the business world. You don't want that. And this is going to, look at how adjustable it is. So you can loosen this, which makes the ball joint loose, and then spin it around. I mean, like, it's just, you can do anything with it. It's any angle. They also included, this is their fork mount. So this replaces one of your fender bolts. So that drives into your fender bolt, nice and sturdy, and then you have the threaded stud to put the camera mount on. You got that. Here's another adapter that can make your angles crazy. So if you wanted to stick that onto there and then have another ball joint, I mean, like if you're trying to look for a really weird angle or something like that, you could do that with that. It's really cool. And again, there were 2 of these in there, those big ball joints. So you could do, out of this package, you could do the alligator clamp kind of thing and a fork mount, or also it included the hardware to mount to your fairing. So what you do is you take one of your windshield screws out and use these to do that. I mean, there's just a ton of this stuff in this kit. You could do a million things with it. But yeah, if you're looking for a way to mount a camera to your bike, I mean, this is gonna have it. There's no question. 2 swivel bases, 360 mounts, fork mount, clamp mount. Oh, they even include the little wrench. You can crank stuff on there so it doesn't fall off. I mean, it's got it all. So let's do this. I'm gonna put the gun holster on. I'm gonna put on the SureKliks. And let's mount up the camera. And if the sky stays clear, I can imagine this. I might get to go for a ride today, which will be the last time before the bike goes in the rig for Sturgis, I bet, because today's Thursday, the 22nd, tomorrow's the 23rd, which is the live stream with DeBeard. 24th, the bikes have to go in the rig and get secured down, and I roll on the 30th because I'll be worked like a damn dog every day between then and there. So, yeah, let's get cracking. So, I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm using these quick, what are they called again? What's the name of the product they use for them? SureKliks. All right, sorry. So, and they weigh, I like them because they're heavy. So the first one's already on. I use the SureKlik with the holster, and it's fine. But all you do is this rubber washer goes over there. And see what I mean by the last ones are really cool, but they're just eating up that grommet. And I think I've got some more here somewhere, but, you know, why change out if I don't have to? So you're just going to thread that in. Hear it? It's starting to catch. And as you tighten it, see, it's not going to back off, you know, when it clicks on like that. So if you've got the old style pins, you're going to want these. No question. So yeah, so now that's on there and the holster's on there nice. I checked it already. My cooler even still fits in the bag. So, what do they call this in the people who do videos? It's gorilla work. So yeah, see, a holster still fits just fine. Holster's in here. SureKliks are on. Got to do the other side. But that's cool. So if you got the old, certainly if you got the old push and twists, you need those. I would highly recommend that. The camera, that's going to be something as simple as you spin this T here, that is just going to go on whichever way you want, probably like that. And I'm just going to see, I can even one-hand it. Oh, I'm tightening it like an idiot. So, woo, stop, behave. There you go. So, almost on, almost got it. There you go. So now she's on. Actually, what I'll do is I'll flip it around that way so the T's on this side. Someone out there was going, "What are you doing, boy?" Just like my grandfather would have said. And then you just crank her down like so. And then you got all this stuff. I mean, like, look at that. Like, you can twist and turn it. And if you even left it just right on a snug, if you're using one camera this way and suddenly want to look at yourself, I don't do that. Just grab the camera and go, whoop, and she'll spin around. So, I mean, it's secure, but you can still spin it around if you want to. So, there's just a million things you can do with it. See how that tightens down there? That's cool. I like that. Power cord will still reach the outlet and all that stuff. So, let's, God forbid, throw on my boots and we'll hit the road for a bit and test this sucker out. All right. We're rolling. I assume the microphone's working. I got no damn clue. So what you're seeing right now is what will be the Sturgis view, I believe, unless I get home and decide it was crap. Gonna go do some middle-aged man shit, which means go to Walgreens and pick up prescriptions. That's what you do when you're an adult. Go to the damn doctor monthly and try and not die. I was just that guy. So there you have it. I don't know if the mic's working. It looks like the little meter thing or jobber niner is jumping around. So far, loving the frickin' showy helmet though. This thing's comfy, you know? I have my sunshade down. Pull up to a light, I can flip up the thing and get a little air. The one thing I have a problem with, see, I just flipped up the outer shield. The one thing I do have a problem with that is frankly gonna suck is that when I'm doing, you know, recordings with the mic, come on, truck. When I'm doing recordings with the mic, let me put that down, I can't flip up the chin bar because my mic just kind of, like you can tell by the shit sound quality, I think it's hitting red too. I gotta figure that out. I think that, yeah, so, hello Popo, how you doing? Don't come at me now. If I flip up the chin bar, the mic's gonna fall out because the mic's just kind of resting inside there. So I don't know. I suck at this. As you guys know, I am not a moto vlogger. My rides are for me. This is a pain in my ass, but I love you all to death, so. Also, you gotta fight back the trolls, man. I get sometimes messages, he doesn't even ride those bikes. Dude, you don't even know.
So let me go to Walgreens and do some manly biker shit like pick up blood pressure medicine. And I'm gonna go for a little bit of ride. I'm gonna ditch the camera. I love you, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ditch the camera and go for a ride, enjoy myself for a little bit. And then when I get back home, we'll check in. But this camera mount, the verdict's badass. I'm using the claw clamp thing on the handlebar and then the 360 swivel. So I'm using about a third of what they sent me. But, you know, you can do a whole hell of a lot more with this stuff. But yeah, I think I found my setup. I think this is what I'm going to do for Sturgis. When we do the ride videos, I'm just rambling, sorry. When I do the ride videos, you know, we run, we run Needles and Iron Mountain. I'm not going to run a mic, I don't think. We'll probably, like me and the missus will stop and say hi on camera and stuff, but then I'm just going to mount the camera and roll. And I'll upload those separately. That's my plan. I'm going to do ride videos separate from Sturgis walking around having a good time laughing, telling jokes and doing funny shit. Because to me, I don't like ride videos. Some people do. So I'm going to do them separate. So every day you might see 2 videos uploaded, and that's the day's rides, which won't have any talking. No, I don't think I'll put music or nothing. It's just going to be, you know, riding. And then the other video will be us having a good time, and let's just call it shenanigans, shall we? So that's it. We'll check back in when I get back to the house after I get some miles in.
I'm all tingly and not for good reasons. It's 9,000 degrees, man. Bike said 95, but I think it was missing a 0. Good Lord. So the verdict, I'm back. I went on a ride that I hadn't planned. I just kind of ran up by old Lake Okeechobee and got lost, which was the best rides. And then you just hit the whole bleep bloop, take me home, and it took me back interesting ways. On Connor Highway, not a good road to ride a motorcycle in because it just does that. And the Wilbur's was doing the job, but the front end is still stock, and it was, anyway. But the verdict, the RICKRAK mount stuff is really cool. I mean, this clamp's gonna be really useful. It comes off and goes into tour pack real quick. I did that when I stopped at the drugstore. That was cool. The gun holster is held on nice with the RICKRAK mounting hardware there, which again, their name for this stuff, and I'll put a link, is called the SureKliks. I'm gonna run those. I'm gonna take out the revolver things. I'm gonna put in the SureKlik, so that's cool. Revolver, the camera mounts, I appreciate it, RICKRAK. This is cool. Some cool stuff. They have a tent at Rally at X55. If you're going to Sturgis, I'm sure I'll stop by and say hi to the dudes. That's about it for today, man. Tomorrow's live stream from the brewery. So the wife informed me that we were definitely not riding the bikes. We're going to take the cage because, I mean, I'm meeting DeBeard at a brewery. Let me say that again. Meeting DeBeard at a brewery. So you know, riding wouldn't be smart. It just wouldn't be a smart thing to do with a 90-mile ride home. So anyway, so tomorrow 6:30 live, if you're gonna watch us on YouTube on either the Baggers and Brews channel or mine. And then if you're going, be there at 6. So LaBelle Brewing Company in LaBelle, I'll put that link too. 6 o'clock Friday. Be there, be square. Or be online or whatever. But we'll talk real soon. Be good. Bye.